The purpose of an academic essay is for you to demonstrate your knowledge on a topic. You'll gain this knowledge by performing research using outside academic sources. You're then going to present that research in the form of an analysis, maybe a persuasive essay. You might even try and argue your side in an argument. Regardless, you're going to use evidence, facts, or examples to support your position. To simplify the essay writing process, there are 4 steps that you should follow. During step 1, the planning phase, the first thing you want to do is get crystal clear on what you're being asked to do and how you're being asked to do it. In our example, what we're being asked to do is write a 6-page essay that explores the relationship between digital communication and interpersonal relationships. How we're being asked to do that is by fulfilling this list of objectives. The next part of the planning phase is to take your general topic and turn it into a researchable topic. You'll do this by performing preliminary research in which you're looking for 2 qualifying factors. 1, you want an abundance of readily available information, and 2, that information should closely align with your project instructions. When you found a topic that meets both of those qualifications, you have your researchable topic. But now you're ready to move on to step 2, which is going to be the preparation stage. The first thing you want to do here is develop your working thesis statement. A good thesis statement should contain the central point, main purpose, or side of argument you're going to be discussing in your essay. If you're unsure how to come up with a thesis statement, the easiest thing you can do is take your topic, turn it into a question, and then answer that question. Note how it's okay if your thesis statement starts out simple. This is something that you're going to develop and clarify later on, but for now, you have your starting point. Now we can move on to the next part of preparation, which is going to be to create an outline for our essay. The purpose of an outline is to guide you through the writing process and to guide your reader through the reading process. To start this, you'll want to set up your paper using the formatting standard you've been asked to follow. Then we're going to create our outline. All academic outlines start with an introduction and end with a conclusion. In between, you have the option to structure it using the objectives in your assignment, or you can use the points you'll be using to discuss your thesis statement. If you don't know those exact points yet, you're welcome to use placeholder headings like you see I am here. But with your outline in hand, now you're ready to move on to step 3, which is to write the essay. So starting at the top, a good introduction should contain 4 parts. You want to start with an introducing statement in which you introduce your topic. Then you want to provide background information. This could also include any relevant context or perhaps by defining a few key words. After that is usually a good place to include your thesis statement. So you're going to take your working thesis and now you're going to flesh it out into 1 to 2 sentences. And you want to make sure that it clearly states the central purpose of your paper as well as some supporting evidence to that purpose. Finally, you want to conclude your introduction by providing a brief roadmap of the structure of your essay. Note that it is perfectly acceptable to write your introduction at a later stage in the writing process when it might be easier to do so. But now we're going to move on to the main body. The main body is where the majority of your essay will be carried out. So each section will be dedicated to one objective that supports your thesis statement. Within those objectives, they will be broken down into individual paragraphs dedicated to points that fulfill that objective. In order to form logical connections between all of these points and objectives, you're going to use transitions. Transitions are the words and phrases that link independent ideas together to form a coherent piece of writing. Likewise, they're going to act as a cue to the reader that's going to signal a change in your writing. When it comes to structuring each individual paragraph, you have a few options for this. However, there should always be 4 elements present. 1, a topic sentence that introduces the point. Then you want to provide some form of explanation or analysis. Next, you want to provide some supporting evidence or examples, and then finally, a concluding sentence that summarizes the point and links it back to the overall purpose of that essay. But once you've fulfilled all the objectives in your essay, you're now ready to move on to the conclusion. As a rule of thumb, a good conclusion should mirror your introduction minus the background information because that's no longer necessary. So to start it, a good strategy is to restate your thesis statement because that's going to bring the reader back to the central purpose of your essay. Then you want to provide a summary of what you discussed regarding each of the main points. Finally, you're going to end your conclusion with a concluding statement in which you're going to give your final impression on the topic or maybe a call to action to the reader. Once you're happy with your conclusion, you're ready to move on to step 4, which is to perfect your essay. This simply refers to editing and proofreading. As another rule of thumb, there are 3 things I recommend checking for. First, double check your formatting, specifically your citations and references. Next, you want to double check that your paper meets all of the requirements of your essay, including your page count or word count. And then finally, you want to skim through it to check for spelling and grammar errors. But with that, our overview of an essay is complete. I will see you in video 2 of this series where I walk you through how to choose a smart researching topic.